Diddy seems to be diving into a fresh controversy as he is now considering taking action against Suge Knight for revealing some of Diddy's private matters. Suge openly discussed Diddy's ongoing issues with Cassie, and it seems Diddy is not taking it lightly. Rumors suggest that Diddy is making threats against Suge, warning him to be cautious as Diddy is not willing to take things lightly. Remember when I mentioned everyone coming after Diddy? Well, Suge Knight has joined the drama, and what he's saying about Diddy is mind-blowing. Their beef goes way back to the East Coast versus West Coast rap feud. Suge ran Death Row Records with Tupac, and Diddy had Bad Boy Records with Biggie. The rivalry was intense. Now some believe Diddy might have wanted Tupac gone to eliminate competition. Recently, Keefe D, connected to Tupac's murder, spilled the tea, claiming Diddy not only called the shots but also dropped $1 million to make Tupac disappear. Keefe even spilled that the FBI traced the money, confirming Diddy paid it out, though it didn't reach Keefe. Okay, let me break this down for you all. Keefe didn't flat out say he offed back on Diddy's orders. That would be like putting a target on his own back. But come on, read between the lines. He practically screamed it from the rooftops when he spilled about Diddy dropping that cash. I mean, slapping $1 million bounty on someone's head in 1996. Diddy wanted Tupac out, and he wanted it bad. Like, make him disappear bad. Even in 2023, dropping that kind of cash for someone's demise is still crazy. So you can only imagine the desperation back in the day. Now, back to the East Coast versus West Coast chaos. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Rumor has it that Tupac was setting up to expose Diddy's personal life in a song, hinting at him being on the DL. And in the 90s, being outed like that was practically a career death sentence. Diddy wasn't about to let his career crumble, you feel me? So, this isn't the first time he tried to clear up rumors about his sexuality. Remember when Wendy Williams tried to spill some tea? Diddy went all out to silence her and keep his private life under wraps. After Wendy Williams stirred the pot, Diddy was walking on thin ice. The last thing he needed was Tupac confirming those rumors and potentially outing him. People are saying that's why Diddy went into overdrive and had to shut things down fast. Word on the streets is that he strategically planned Tupac's demise during a time when Tupac was knee-deep in a personal drama. On the day Tupac passed, he and Suge were at the MGM Grand Lobby with Trevon Lane, part of their crew. Trevon spots a guy named Baby Lane, the same guy who allegedly stole his death row chain on Diddy's orders a few weeks back. Tupac and the squad jump Baby Lane, who turns out to be Keefe D's nephew. Fast forward a couple of hours and Tupac gets shot. While it was believed that the drive-by was revenge for jumping Baby Lane, it now seems like Diddy was more involved than we know. After all, he had to protect his DL secrets. Once Tupac passed away, Death Row Records crumbled. Tupac was the label's golden child, and when he passed, everything went downhill. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg left the label, and Suge Knight lost his place in the industry. Fast forward to last week, and Cassie dropped the bomb on Diddy, exposing him for being a real piece of work. I just know that Suge did a victory dance when he found out. By the way, Suge is in a prison serving a 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter in a 2015 hit-and-run case, and he is not eligible for parole until 2034. Now, Cassie's lawsuit hit us like a ton of bricks, but Suge Knight wasn't caught off guard. He's been on Diddy's case for a minute now. The stuff that Diddy has allegedly done to Cassie is enough to make you want to save a spot in Suge's jail cell just for Diddy. Folks are seriously talking about putting him behind bars. The lawsuit was 35 pages long, and that right there is our first clue that it was about to get real ugly. Listen, did it deliver on this nastiness? Yes, it did. I'm talking trigger warnings plastered all over the court documents. That was a second hint that we were in for a serious mess. Cassie didn't hold back, and those pages spilled the details on a whole another level. It's like the real-life legal version of a horror film. We are all watching with our jaws on the floor, but nothing could have prepared us for the horrific things that we saw in those court documents. Imagine this, getting roughed up by your boss and then having him ruin your whole livelihood. That's crazy. Suge also exposed Interscope Records for paying Capricorn off so that Diddy wouldn't go to jail.
It was an Interscope person, the Interscope check that paid her to settle so he wouldn't go to jail.
Diddy isn't taking Suge's expose lightly. He's fuming, and it's not just steam coming out of his ears. Diddy allegedly sees Suge as a threat to his fortress of secrets and despises that Suge has the audacity to spill the beans from behind bars. Rumor has it Diddy is so hot under the collar that he is throwing threats like confetti. An insider spilled the tea that Diddy, in a fit of rage, supposedly warned Suge that if he doesn't zip it in interviews, he might find his parole day playing hopscotch farther into the future. It's a high-stakes game, and Diddy seems to be playing hardball. Meanwhile, the streets are alive with chatter, and the commentary is ruthless. Comments are pouring in, echoing sentiments like, "I always said Diddy is the real monster. Forget what you heard about Suge Knight." The plot is thickening by the day. Every twist and turn brings new allegation into the limelight. As the saying goes, every dog has its day. And it looks like Diddy aka Brother Love might be facing his reckoning. Some voices on the street aren't offering an ounce of sympathy, proclaiming, "I don't feel sorry for this inhuman monster." The drama is escalating, and the question remains, can Diddy silence Suge, or is he just blowing smoke? Share your spicy thoughts in the comments below, and then dive into the next jaw-dropping video.